Find the sum of the first 45 terms of the following series. Okay, now I could sit here and list all 45 terms and then add those individually, but there is a faster way. What I'm going to do is I'm going to write the rule for the sequence terms of the series first, and then we'll use that to find the sum. So first thing I notice here is it looks like there's subtracting 2 each time. So that means my common difference is -2. So I can write a sub n equals -2n plus b. And then if my n's go 1, 2, 3, 4 for my inputs, and these are my outputs going along here, I can use an input-output pair. I'll just use 1, -2. So -2 is my output, and 1 is my input. So add 2, 0 equals b. So that means a sub n is -2n. That's my rule. Now to find the sum, I know the first term is -2. Now I need to find out the 45th term, or the last term. So a45 equals -2 times 45. So a45 is -90. Okay, now I'm going to find the sum. All I needed was the first term, the last term, and the number of terms was given. So here's how it works. The sum formula for any arithmetic series, you need the number of terms first, which in this case is 45, and then you multiply that by the average of the first and the last term. So I'm going to have -2 minus 90, then divided by 2. Okay, so what I'm doing is I'm saying, okay, there are 45 terms, but I know that if I add the first and the last, and then the next term, and then the next to last term, I'm always going to get the same number. So just to show you an example real quick, I know that the 45th term is -90. And since I'm subtracting 2 each time, the 44th term is going to be -88. So if I add -2 and -90, I get -92. If I take the next terms, the -4 and the -88, I also get -92. And I could keep going, -86 and then -6. That also makes the same sum of -92. So with an arithmetic, you're always going to get that type of pattern, which is why you can find the average of the first and last term, multiply that by the number of terms, and you're good to go. So let's see, this is going to be 45, and that's going to be -92 divided by 2, which is -46. So it's going to be 45 times -46. And you can certainly use a calculator for this. -2070 is the sum of the first 45 terms of the sequence. Okay, so let's review. I first found the rule of the sequence terms for the series, found the first term, then found the last term using that rule. And then knowing the number of terms, I simply found the average of the first and last term multiplied by the number of terms, which is 45, and that gives the sum of the series for the first 45 terms.